Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away.
Hey guys, it is 4 days later. I am so sorry for earlier. I've just been really busy. Been distracted with a bunch of different things. And my cat's going after a fly right now. Sorry, he's being funny. Anyways, so I know I said I was going to do the zodiac thing. I'm going to try my best to do it today. And I can't guarantee about the upload for today because I was doing other stuff. And I do apologize about the photography stuff and try to catch up on that too if I can. Do some more like photography playlist stuff. I'm gonna do like the playlist. I'm gonna have different themes for each month, and I'm gonna try to catch up on this one for zodiac stuff. I think I mentioned in a previous vlog of mine from March that it's what's it called? That I am a Pisces Sun, Aquarius Moon, and Leo Rising. Yep, that is my birth chart. But I think I have like I have like 3 different signs in like 4 different places in my chart, so it's kind of like equal among most of my chart, because it's like you have to figure out what sign is within each planet of your chart along with other stuff that factors into it. Because like for example, someone could have like 7 Scorpios or out their whole birth chart, if that makes sense. I think I have like 4 Pisces, 4 Aquariuses, and like 4 of something else. I don't remember which. And then, so these are not specifically, so like I said, they're more general. So I think I'm going to start with this one first. And then I'm going to start with the Pisces one, and I know I'm going to start with this one the other day. Milo, really? Can you please get off? Get down. Give me a, Milo, can you, give me a second. Get down. Come on. You mad because I'm not paying attention to you? Don't give me that look. So I'm gonna, I need to figure out, I don't know when I'm gonna figure out. I need to figure something out. So for now, you're gonna, I'm gonna try to go through just like the key points and stuff, but not too in depth. Actually I kind of want to go in depth because I do need to, what's it called? I need to catch up on like 10 days of this month. So, but zodiac stuff's fun and I love it. And so, I do give credit to the author of this book. I'm gonna try my best to paraphrase stuff, but actually I should say authors of this little book that I got. It says, "Let your sun sign show you the way to a happy and fulfilling life." And this book is by Marianne Williamson and Pam Carruthers. I apologize if I butchered that, but I give all credit to them because they are the ones that wrote this book. I'm gonna try my best not to say everything word for word, but sometimes if it's too short, then it has to be word for word, if that makes sense. So anyways, all credit goes to Marianne Williamson and Pam Carruthers for this little booklet that I got. So on here, it says, "The exact time of the sun's entry into each zodiac sign varies every year, so it's impossible to list them all. If you were born a day either side of the dates above, you are a cusp baby. This means you may feel like you are a blend of Sagittarius and Scorpio or Sagittarius and Capricorn. Or you may instinctively just know that you are one sign right to your core. And the dates for this is November 23rd to December 21st. And then on here there's a section that says going deeper. If you want to know once and for all whether you're Scorpio, Sagittarius, or Capricorn, you can look up your birth date in a planetary ephemeris, of which there are plenty online." Oh, and it even shows a page number. It says, "This shows the exact moment the sun moved into a new zodiac sign for the month you were born." Wow, that makes me super curious. No? I've looked at my birthday, but now it says something about planetary ephemeris, whatever that means. So no? Interesting. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I'm back now. I just got curious, so I'm definitely gonna go into that section later. But more about Sagittarius and stuff, and for this one it says the personality says that you're basically carefree and enthusiastic, and basically, um, so the book mentions how you are frank, but I feel like a lot of Sagittariuses out there tell it like it is. They tell the truth a lot. They tell you what you need to hear all the time, and they will, like, even if it hurts, like, there are times when they can. Not all Sagittarius are like this to my knowledge, but I feel like the majority of them are, will be brutally honest with you. Like, they'll be honest, but sometimes it's like, it can be like brutal honesty, so that's, just be prepared for that. And on here, basically for the what's it called? The archer part. So since it's half human, half horse, that's the symbol for Sagittarius. It basically says that, like, it basically says in here that it's like, it represents the balancing act between the animal side of human nature and the human search for meaning. And so there's like a legend in here, which is interesting, so I'm just going to read this, where it says, legend has it that you would shoot your arrow, gallop to where it landed, then shoot again, eventually covering the entire globe, delighting in every new experience to which your arrow led you. And that kind of makes a lot of sense, because even like on here, a lot of Sagittariuses are known to be travelers, and they love to travel. They absolutely love traveling and are known to be travelers. And basically you're ready to always explore new things and try different things. I know not all Sagittariuses are like that. I feel like a lot are, but this also depends on what your birth chart is like too. So like, for example, let's say like you have a Sagittarius sun and maybe like say a Scorpio moon, and then say like you have an Aries rising, for example. You're probably less likely to be a traveler, in my opinion, in that aspect. But like, for example, let's say you are a Leo sun and a Cancer moon and Sagittarius rising, for example. So in terms of birth charts, like, and this is just like, I'm just throwing this stuff off the top of my head. I didn't get this from anywhere. So like, for example, the Leo sun, Cancer moon, and Sagittarius rising. And let's say you, despite being a Leo sun, because of your Sagittarius rising sign, let's say you're the type that also loves to travel in terms of that. Like, if you are born as a Leo sun, and let's say you absolutely love traveling and love exploring the world, it's because of your Sagittarius rising sign, if that makes any sense. So you don't necessarily have to be a Sagittarius to love traveling. A lot of other people love traveling, and you don't necessarily have to have Sagittarius in your birth chart either, because I don't mind traveling depending on where I'm going. And so, but I have very, very little Sagittarius in my birth chart alone. So I know there's other signs that can factor into that. And then I'm trying to see.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get.
And here it's basically saying how Sagittariuses are very optimistic and friendly, and it's why, or like the openness you apply to everything you tackle can be very refreshing, apparently. So like, that's what it says in here. Like I said, obviously this does not apply to all Sagittariuses, but I feel like it can apply to most of them. So take what you want out of it. Nothing is going to be 100% accurate, obviously. Nothing will always apply to every single zodiac sign out there, where some will relate more to one zodiac sign over others, and that solely depends on their birth chart and how many of one sign they have within their chart alone. But you literally have to know the exact month, day, and year, along with the exact time you were born at and the exact city you were born in. If you don't know, especially the exact time, because if you don't know the time nor the city that you were born in, then it's not going to be as accurate as it should be. And it's just going to show you something that like could be your birth chart, even if it's not 100% accurate.
Sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're.
Okay, this one's interesting, so I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm going to read part of it where it says, too much change means you skate on life's surface without becoming any the wiser, which is not your aim as a person who wants to understand life's meaning on a philosophical level. One of your greatest lessons is learning when to stay rooted, to absorb more experience, and when to shoot your arrow and gallop towards the next challenge. And then, oh yeah, and then apparently your ruling planet is Jupiter. Okay, I did not know that. That actually explains a lot of sense to one of my friends, in my opinion. It says, many Sagittarians excel at sport as you love the challenge of being told something is not possible and then proving everyone wrong. Trying to like angle this because I don't have a proper angle for my camera right now. Oh my gosh, this mentioned rabbit holes. So okay, on here. Okay, and this has to, apparently this has to do with your ruling planet. This has to do with Jupiter, where it says, you're not satisfied by simply being told that something is true or a fact. You want to understand and question why things are the way they are. You can get sucked down rabbit holes, searching for the right answers and the real truth. You are on an endless quest to satisfy your curiosity. So apparently it says philosophical and religious matters will fascinate you throughout your life. I totally understand everyone has different beliefs, and I understand if some of you guys are atheists and stuff, or not religious. And I think in this context, it's not necessarily, I don't know how to put it exactly, but it's like, I do understand not everyone's religious, not everyone believes in God, that's really fine. It really depends on how one grows up as a child, I guess. And, I totally understand if everyone has different beliefs in that. So, like I said, not everything's going to be 100% accurate in terms of everything or in terms of all signs. On here, so it mentions how you don't like being Hey guys, sorry for such a weird angle. I hope this thing's recording. Okay, good. Sorry. This is the only angle I can have right now. I don't know a better angle, so I do apologize if it's like half dark, half light, because that's just the way the lighting is right now. And I gotta semi-remember where I left off on this matter. It's also Happy St. Patty's Day. I am literally wearing green. So basically, I semi-remember where I left off on because I uploaded this on my computer the other day, and today's Sunday, and my car is the only place I can film right now because my mom's home. And I really do want to try to get like zodiac stuff talked about and like just get into that and everything. And on here, in terms of Sagittarius is on here, it says, one thing's for sure, you don't like being told what to believe in or how to live by anyone, whether they are parents, teachers, friends, or the government. And then basically what I was trying to say before my memory cut out on me and the memory card like ran out of space, I was basically saying that there's also an honesty and righteousness, an optimistic daydreamer. There is a big spender. I guess apparently there's a Gemini lesson in here. And then there's a bunch of other stuff in here that I want to get to, and I'll try to film it as much as I can and say as much as I can if I need to. And so I'm gonna try to read some of it, but not all of it. But I might read most of it, to be honest. Okay, so like basically on here it says, for you, the truth is a dish served without a coating of sugar, and you expect the people in your life to be as blunt with you as you are with them. But not everyone else wants to hear the truth so plainly. So, basically, like, what I get from that is basically be very, like, I know, like, a lot of you probably just don't care how you are, how you act around people that you feel close to. But just be very careful with those that are sensitive around you, especially if you know sensitive people. So just be careful with your words and how you choose to phrase things and how you choose to, I'm sorry if I'm getting a little personal, but I'm going to get a tad personal here. Be very careful on how you choose to lose friendships, okay? How to leave friendships, I should say. Be very careful on how you choose to leave a friendship, especially one that's valued. And yes, I'm taking a pause for dramatic effect. that's why I can get cut out, but I don't care. Who knows? I don't know if I'm gonna leave that in it because I'm upset, I'm annoyed and mad and ticked off by someone right now. So I'm not gonna get into that right now, but still, I'm mad. Sorry, okay, like I said, this doesn't apply to all Sagittarius, but she just happens to be a Sag. So I'm just mad at someone and upset with someone right now. And hurt by them. Sorry.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head.
Sorry, I had a piece of hair in my mouth. Anyways, like I said, this book will not apply to all Sagittarius. It's probably just like a general rule of thumb, but it could apply to most of them. And she's one of those people, okay? But also, I'm the type to hold a grudge against people. So don't mess with me and don't hurt me deeply. I just put it that way. And I know my book's like different because I am a Pisces, but yeah. Now I understand what someone I know was saying about Pisces being toxic, or specific Pisces being toxic. So let's just put it that way.
They'll tell you what to do in life instead.
Oh, on here, so I'm gonna read I'm gonna read probably the last of this, where it says, luckily your uncomplicated approach is appreciated by more people than it offends, as your loved ones will know exactly where they stand and know they can be just as honest about your faults as you are of theirs, in theory. In theory. However, another one of your contradictions is that you're not as open to criticism as you are at dishing it out. As the zodiac's truth hunter, you feel you've earned the authority to be right, and you enjoy a good verbal battle with anyone who disagrees with you. It winds you up when people challenge your intelligence because your wisdom is real and hard-won. You've studied and understood and explored and righteously feel you have put in the work to be right. And then, so, optimistic daydreaming mentions how it's just like, you can be, humorous, bringing stories to life, blah blah blah. You can have trouble in the romantic areas, but it says you're an idealist to your core, believe in power of love, and are optimistic to find it. But you can also have, you can also be very dramatic in your own beliefs, so.
Of everything you.
That's interesting. Okay, so on here it says, you encourage debate and are not frightened of conflict, which can be difficult for water signs or less self-assured, more contemplative characters. Yeah, I'm a water sign, so that makes sense with everything that's going on right now, at least in my opinion. So in my opinion, this is correlating what's currently happening with one of my situations. To some level. I'm just gonna put it that way. That's funny, I don't know how true that is. So it says that Sagittarius often start the arguments, but apparently you also don't feeling that your superior knowledge is being disrespected. Like, different Sagittarius can have different forms of knowledge depending on what their knowledge is in.
Know that you could get.
And then, so there's a big spender, again, everyone's different, so everyone's gonna, and this is literally in my book, it's in my little Sagittarius book, where it says big spender, so there's like just a little nice section in here, showing you guys as proof that it's literally just proving that the big spender section is in here, since just like proving that it's like literally in a book that I have, for those who might question it. So on here, and I have my reasons to read the whole thing, so I'm going to read the whole thing. And I'm not always good at paraphrasing. So, like I said, like I've said it before at the very start of this vlog, I give all credit to Marianne Williamson and Pam Carruthers, who wrote this book. So, yeah. On here, I'm gonna try to, so on here, It says, hating to be restricted or restrained, especially when it comes to fun, you cheerfully spend money as quickly as you make it. You tend towards making bold or even risky decisions with your finances and will probably have burned your fingers more than once when you've either gambled or invested unwisely. But again, you are a paradoxical creature and your ruler Jupiter is the luckiest planet of all. Just when you're down to your last pennies, your fortunes can change and you're back in the black again. But as budgeting or spending wisely often entails not eating the most expensive meals or shopping less or cutting down on holidays, this is not going to work in tandem with your extravagant habits. You'll probably seesaw from one extreme to the next until something just breaks. Maybe you have to ask your brother or sister to help you out again and just feel too guilty to ask for more. Perhaps you get refused a bank loan or miss a mortgage payment and get into problems with debt. There will be a point when you have to be a grown-up about money, even if you're a parent or grandparent by then. Of course, less likely, but sometimes true for lucky Sagittarius, things can go the other way. Maybe you have a big one on the horses, landed inheritance, or become a wildly successful travel blogger. Which, ironically, I can see someone doing. Anyways, gonna get back to this last sentence. But do your future self a favor and stick some of it in a bank account you cannot touch or bury your gold in the garden. Gemini lesson. Now, I don't know if I'm going to paraphrase this or not, and I've got a good reason for this one. And you know exactly who I'm talking about. Sorry. That's me. And I'm petty. And I don't care right now.
Don't let them guide your life towards regret.
Oh, okay. So apparently, this goes for different signs. So different signs have like their ascendant and like descendant signs, and descendants are usually the opposite of what our ascendant sign is. And so, and I don't know if it's basically the same thing as our moon sign or not. Like, is our descendant the same as the moon sign? I'm gonna look into that because I want to know, because I'm very curious now. I want to know if our descendant is the same sign as our moon sign, according to our birth charts. Because I guess apparently like we share characteristics with opposite signs. So that's why there's Gemini lesson in here. And so it says, you are both changeable, lighthearted, easily bored, and afraid of commitment. Gemini is drawn to seek knowledge through short-term, logical, mental processes, where your search is more physical through experience, travel, and observation, concentrating on the meaning of the whole rather than on the details. You teach superficial Gemini to focus on finding meaning in their many interests, and Gemini teaches you to be more precise, to make sure you have all the facts before making sweeping statements or judgments. Oh, I don't know how true this is, but please let me know in the comments down below if this is true about you as a Sagittarius, especially if you're a Sagittarius sun. Sagittarius motto: I'd rather be hated for who I am rather than be loved for who I am not. And that really depends on person, in my opinion. So yeah. So I don't know if I really want to, no offense, but like I don't know if I want to get into the Sagittarius and love aspect right now for different reasons. So I just don't know if I want to do that right now. I do like compatible signs, so like love signs. And like I said, everyone's different, so everyone gets along with different signs. So most compatible love signs, Leo. Like for Sagittarius is Leo, Libra, and Gemini. So Leo, you're both generous, warm, and have big hearts. Leo is one of the few zodiac signs who lives up to your high expectations. Libra, you are intellectually well-matched, sociable, and fair-minded, and do not shy away from having a heated discussion. Gemini, witty, funny, and clever, the pair of you never tire of talking to each other, whether you are gossiping about friends or searching for the meaning of life. And the least compatible love signs for Sagittarius are Scorpios, Cancers, and Virgos. Like I said, all signs are different, and a lot of this has to do with your birth chart. I'm going to double check my camera for one quick moment. Because like I said, I just want to make sure, honestly, I wanted to make sure I wasn't filming for like 20 minutes, even though it feels like that. And I'm starting to like burn out here because I don't want to open my car door. It's like awkward, in my opinion, to do this with a car door open, but it's starting to get like warm. And so a lot of this stuff is according to your birth chart. So like there can be some Sagittarius suns that get along with Scorpios, Cancers, and Virgos in terms of love and dating and stuff, while they don't get along with the Leo, Libra, Gemini ones. But that's what this book just mentions. It just mentions that the most compatible love signs for Sagittarius is Leo, Libra, and Gemini, and the least compatible love signs is Scorpio, Cancer, and Virgo for Sagittarius. And so on here, it says, Scorpio's secretive nature frustrates and scares you a little. What's so bad or good that it cannot be explored openly and honestly? And then for Cancer, where you are reckless and brave, Cancer is defensive and suspicious. You can definitely teach each other something, but romantically, it's a damp squib. You, Virgo, you enjoy Virgo's sharp intellect, but they are too anxious about trivial details for you to feel relaxed around them. That's interesting. Ooh, now I kind of want to take a pause, because I really do want to like get into this. I want to like get into this deeply, and I do want to get into mine too, which is the Pisces one, because I'm a Pisces sun. Like I said, sorry if I'm saying this like a million times, but I'm a Pisces sun, Aquarius moon, and Leo rising. So yeah. But I do want to get in my book eventually, but I'm doing Sagittarius for different reasons, because I do know a few Sagittariuses. Not a lot, but I do know quite a few, kind of ish. So yeah, like I said, it's not 100% like accurate, obviously. So I'm like the type, I don't know why, but I hate like bookmarking pages. Like I hate folding them in books, so I'll like use the most random things, including like receipts as a bookmark. Okay, not the receipt that I wanted to use as a bookmark, but okay. Oh, fudge. Shoot. I gotta go.